Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed and welcome back to the demo of Bistro Days. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not, so let's watch some anime to pass time. You know, I think I'm gonna settle in and watch some anime. I slide out of bed and jump straight onto my computer. Firing it up, I surf through all the new anime on Crunchyroll to try and decide on something to watch. This one looks interesting. A slice of life comedy with some romantic undertones. Meet Ryuji, a socially awkward guy that gets granted the ability to shapeshift after getting struck by lightning, taking on forms of hot celebrities, well-known politicians, and such. Curiosity piqued. Let's see what else is to say. Each episode Ryuji has a different persona featuring a unique story and subplot about the struggles of identity crisis. Wow, deep much. Gotta give this a try. Some time later. As I immersed in the show, I find the story and characters so whimsical. I laughed so hard until I cry. It feels like I'm in another world for hours. That's what fiction is supposed to do. Makes you escape from the world of reality and go into a world of fiction. Even more time later. By the time my anime marathon is over, I've already consumed several snacks and cans of soda. I could barely get up. Well, I can't believe how late it is. Have I really been watching anime all day? Mind you, I could almost relate to this guy. I wish I had a life where I could be anyone I wanted, whenever I wanted. Just imagine the crazy adventures and all the people I'd meet along the way. Having a magical power would be awesome though. Something that would change my life. I'm not entirely sure where I want to be though. I just wish I could be more confident in myself and happier. And of course having a meaningful companion to spend my time with. I suppose I should really finish that blog about the bistro before I wrap the day up, Even though I can barely keep my eyes open, I finally managed to finish it off. Wow, that took longer than expected. Anyway, I think I'll schedule this post to go live in a couple of days. Then I'll probably need to start posting more regularly. Perhaps I could learn from Iris and then I'll get a lot more followers than before. This could even be the start of something good. I'll close the page and switch off the computer before slowly dragging myself over to bed. As my head hits the pillow, I am out like a light. Like a light. Oh, okay, thank you for playing. I was forewarned about this by the developers about my progress being extremely close to being in the end game of the demo. So what we're going to do is we're just going to be selecting some different choices and see what the dialogue has from there. And also, I needed to download a updated version of the game because apparently there are voice recordings for this game. So that'll be interesting to see. What should I say? I'm busy. Sorry, I'm doing something right now. Can I call you back later? Can't even spare a minute to talk to your own mother? What are you so busy with? Your video games? Mum, please, not now. Don't get cross with me, I'm your mother. Started rubbing my temple. If there's one person I can never win an argument against, it's my mom. Fine, I'm sorry. Good. Well, since you have time in your hands, why don't you pay me a visit? Of course. Yes, he is coming over for lunch tomorrow. I want to get away from the raccoon. Get away. I'm allergic to raccoons. A giant talking raccoon in the middle of the city. I need to get away from it. Woof! Pain sears through my head as I collide headfirst with a street lamp. In the flash of white that follows, I swear I see the other side. The raccoon lets out a gasp and waddles over. Hey, you alright? My head hurts. Hungry, thirsty, must consume. Since you seem like you're thirsty, why don't you try some of this? The raccoon holds out a tray of paper cups with a questionable liquid inside. Don't give me that look, it's just tea. I'm giving out samples. Oh, right. Why did I think it was actually a raccoon for a second? I don't know, man. I really no idea. It's just a mascot with a sombrero. That's a raccoon. Which also has a green ribbon around its neck. I'm going to do what is probably the most embarrassing thing to do, but it's probably a choice that you would probably picked as well in your first time. I grab my hat without even sparing it a second thought. Oh, dearie me. My hands are tiny and soft. Yeah, I thought that might... Huh? She jolts, instinctively pulling away from me.
Excuse me.
Yes? Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to...
It's okay. You startled me is all. Your hand just slipped, right?
Yes, it did. Indeed it did. Right.
It's alright. It happens all the time.
Should you say that, Lily? She slides a menu to me with a smile that's a little stiffer than it was moments ago. Maybe I should have practiced some self-restraint. She probably thinks I'm a creep now. Yeah, that's what you get, really. I would never select that if it was my first playthrough. I'm sorry to say. Another embarrassing food. Try chat up line. It isn't every day that I run into a cute girl like her. I better set an impression. Did it hurt when you fell down from heaven? What? You must have hit your head pretty hard. Oh, a low blow. How can someone be so nice yet so harsh at the same time? That was a good effort, but it wasn't very original. I guess you're right about that. Anyway, I'm going to put your order in. Please sit tight. Okay, thanks, Lily. She only smiles sweetly before turning on her heel and walking away. Yeah, this is what we call the dumb option, which we're selecting right now, folks. Just, these are things that you should never select if you're given these options in your life. Great, this again. Turn him off. Oh, shut up, Sai. Hey, there's no way to talk to your big brother. Yeah, little bro, be a little nicer to your big bro. Put a sock in it. Rivalry at its finest. Don't be such a grump, I'm just playing with you. Yeah, of course you're playing. Whatever. Anyways, yes, his mum, she is. Let's just go straight home. Today sucks. My bed sounds nice right now. I spent the next few hours watching food vlogs to distress. Damn, these vloggers are living the life. They get paid to be foodies. I've hardly travelled outside of this suburb, much less the country. Actually, I haven't really travelled outside of Wisteria much at all. I guess I've not had much need to. It'd be nice to travel and eat food from all around the world with someone who loves food as much as I do. I see a photo of Cyprus and his fiancée travelling overseas. It's like rubbing salt in my wounds. Meanwhile, my feed is completely dry. I need to get up and running again soon. That's enough Insta-snap for now. I close the app and slump over in my seat. Before I knew it, evening kicks in. What a day. Yep, she sure can. I think mums can, but I think they just ultimately care, which is definitely the case. I'm just waiting for someone, that's all. Well, actually, I'm waiting for someone. Yes, that's it. I'm meeting someone here. I don't think she brought that. She eyes me dubiously for a moment. I see. Well, if that's the case, you should come in and wait. Besides, if you stand out here any longer, you're in danger of those pigeons using your head as their toilet. Right, of course. Wouldn't want that. Nope, we would not want that.
I'm Rose, by the way. I'm the manager of this bistro.
Lovely. Try to recreate her feat. I can do this. I'm going to impress a girl with my physical prowess. Not gonna have her get a one-up on me. I attempt to flip and fail miserably and land on my back with a thump. Oh, not the best idea I've had. A very good attempt, but unfortunately I have to score you a 0 out of 10. Sorry, Iris. A 0? Not even a 1? Come on, I tried. 1 for effort. Well, sure, okay, I'll let you have a 1 out of 10. But only because it must have taken courage to pull off something so dumb in front of such a cute girl. Cute girl, huh? You seem modest. Modest is my middle name. I'm Iris, by the way. Well, Iris, perhaps you can take me to the hospital. I'm not feeling too good. I think your menu board hit me pretty hard in the stomach. It sure did. Shrimp tempiyaki? I think I'll try the shrimp tempiyaki. Sounds nice. Ah, that's one of... Oh. Okay, so this is a little bit of a diversion when it comes to the game. Remember when we picked salmon roll? Oh, honey salmon roll, and it was one of Lily's favourites, actually. So, The vegetarian curry would be Iris's favourite then. Either she is a vegetarian or she just really loves vegetarian curry. That's our manager, by the way. Oh yeah, I know. We've already met. Seems that Rose heard mention of her name from the kitchen as I see her poke her head around the kitchen door. Man, these girls all appear to have an incredible sense of hearing. I'm almost worried. Heard someone say my name. Any problem, sir? Would you like me to remove this waitress from the vicinity? No, not at all. No, not at all. She just commented that the shrimp tempeh is one of your favourite dishes, is all. I guess I'll go take the order to the kitchen then. Rose seems so well put together and professional. I really wish I could be like her. I wonder if it would be weird to ask her to help me improve myself. I mean, it might seem odd. I don't really know her that well. In fact, we've only just met. So yeah, that's pretty much why I started managing the Bistro. Oh right, sure. Sheesh, I completely missed everything she said. I hope she doesn't quiz me. Hey, you okay? You look a bit distracted. No, I'm fine, thank you for asking. You know you can talk to me if you ever have any complaints or suggestions or whatever. No need to be candid around me. I have heard pretty much everything. Ah, that's good to know. Thanks, Rose. No problem. Anyway, best get back to it if you want your food today. I don't know what this lot would do without me. Now that I'm alone, left alone, I casually glance around the Bistro. There seems to be a lot of posters and chalkboard messages in here. As I read a chalkboard sign on the wall, there's requests to follow the bistro on various social media platforms, and Iris most certainly will follow up on them. As I'm daydreaming, I hear someone approaching. Hello, Flare, here's your food. Oh, thank you, Rose. That was unexpected. I thought Liily and Iris were the waitresses here. Having Rose deliver food personally was a nice touch, to be honest. As I'm about to eat, Rose suddenly sits down opposite me. Okay, another theme going on here. So whichever food you order, which food appeases which character, they're the ones who are going to be sitting opposite to us. So that's a nice little feature. And there's something on your face as well, Rose. I notice that's a part of you. Strange. I didn't think that keeping the customers company while they eat was a service this bistro would provide. In fact, I can't think of anywhere where this service is provided. I notice that Rose's hair is slightly disheveled and that she appears to have some food on her cheek. Hey, Rose, you know you have some food.
Oh dear.
Rose swiftly wipes the food away with the back of her hand before I can finish my sentence. Don't worry. So, what did you think of the food? Well, I haven't actually began eating it yet, but it looks nicely presented, I have to say. It actually is. To be honest, it's almost a shame to spoil this perfect presentation by removing part of it with chopsticks and popping it into my mouth. Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. You know, I kind of feel awkward since no one has watched me eat like this since my mother when I was in nursery school. Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to make sure, you know, that you were enjoying the meal. Ah, of course. Well, let me take a bite. I pop a shrimp in my mouth and begin to chew slowly, savouring the flavour. It's actually pretty nice. Even though it's a bit salty, I'm not sure whether I should complain though. It looks like Rose is excited to hear what I think. I wouldn't want to lie to her either though, in case this is a test or something. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Well, my first port of call. Wait a minute, where's the save function? That's to load. Okay, here's save. I thought there were more options in this last time. In the previous version. We'll just go for this from top to bottom. But I like to be upfront about it. To be honest, it's actually got a little more salt than I like. But don't get me wrong, I still think it tastes great. I see Rose intently scribbling down notes as I speak. I hope I haven't upset you. Like I say, if there was a little less salt and perhaps maybe something to spice up a little, it'd make it even more tasty. Right, I see. I can't tell if she's annoyed, upset or about to go totally ballistic. She could leap out of her seat and strangle me or slowly walk away in tears. Who knows? It was actually me who created the recipe for this dish, you know. Oh damn. I'm really sorry, I don't mean to criticize it. I write a food blog, so I guess I get carried away and tend to pick faults in everything. No, it's fine. In fact, I'm glad you were honest with me. Now I know how I can improve my dish, so thank you. Well, that went better than expected. No problem, I guess. Anyway, I must get going. Work to be done. Oh, okay. See you later then, Rose. And thank you again for being upfront about the dish. It's refreshing to meet someone who actually cares about the food they eat, and not just say everything's fine when it really isn't. After all, how can we ever improve if everyone says that our food is perfect? I guess you're right. Thanks, Rose. No, now I'm going to feel guilty about going through the other options.
See you.
Wait, what did you say? I don't remember now. Ah, that was really good. I think I made the right decision choosing the shrimp tempiyaki. After paying for the meal, I pat my stomach contentedly and get up. Thank you for the food, it was really great. Guess I'll be heading off then now. Think I have some decent content for my blog now. I should have taken a photo of my food before eating it. But alas, we had the mass distraction. Never mind, I guess I could just describe it. As I head for the door, I spot a stack of leaflets, so I take a look. Oh, what's this? A flower festival. Might be interesting. More information coming soon. I'm just gonna sleep in. You know what? I'm just gonna sleep for a bit more. Be completely refreshed for tomorrow morning. As I close my eyes, I begin to dream. Where do we dream? Ah, we're in a park. I'm in the park. I hear the hustle and bustle of a local fair in the background. I'm on my own. I see some friends in the distance. They're laughing and joking together. How come I'm not with them? Just when I think it's time I should leave, I see someone appear. Hey, it's Liily. I recognize her. I recognize it's Liily from the Bellflower Bistro. Liily? Suddenly I felt more at ease. I'm not agitated or feeling alone anymore. We talk for a while, have a snack and share jokes. And then she disappears. But it was still nice to be with her, even if just for a little while. Some time later. Oh wow, what a dream. I think I've been dozing for way too long, and before I know it, the day almost comes to a close. What a wasted day. I suppose I should really finish that blog about the bistro before I wrap the day up. Even though I could barely keep my eyes open, I finally managed to finish it off. Wow, that took longer than expected. Anyway, I think I'll schedule this post to go live in a couple of days, then I'll probably need to start posting more regularly. Perhaps I could learn from Iris and then I'll get a lot more followers than before. This could even be the start of something good. I close the page and switch off the computer before slowly dragging myself over the bed. As my head hits the pillow, I am out like a light. Keep quiet. Maybe if I just keep my mouth shut and keep eating, she'll eventually leave. I hate to make a remark about the food and then I set her off. She might do more damage to me than I did to Iris's menu board. Perhaps my taste buds are off anyway. Maybe the dish isn't as salty as I thought. Besides, I know that if I lie to her and say everything's great, she'll see right through me. Oh, terrible liar. Well, I guess you're still eating. I shouldn't really bother you. Maybe let me know what you think later, yeah? Sure, of course. Just give me a shout if you need anything. I'll send someone over, okay? I will. Thanks, Rose. Damn it, that felt so bad. Laying her down like that. Do some cooking? You know what? I think I'll cook something delicious for myself. It's been a while since I made a decent meal and, to be honest, and all this junk food I eat must be affecting my health. Perhaps if I keep trying to perfect a dish, I might get more inspiration from my blog and even be more romantically appealing. Well, Maybe. You only learn about someone's skills when getting to know them. Come on, refrigerator. Don't fail me now. I swear I did some shopping only the other day. What happened to all the eggs? Oh well, guess I'll wing it. There's some shrimps in here, so maybe I can work with these. Okay, Flare. Let's do this. Some time and a few accidents later. Lovely. Well, that was a long and grueling hour, but I finally made something half decent. Mind you, the recipe said it would only take 20 minutes. But hey, I had to improvise. You know what, that's a good thing with cooking. You don't always need to follow the recipe exactly as it is. You can improvise, you can put your own things in it. At least I'm proud of my efforts. I think perhaps a little snap of this will post into InstaSnap and away we go. And I think that's the most important thing about baking and cooking is inspiration. You look at the recipe and it has a picture on it which shows what it looks like. But yours doesn't need to look like that because that was somebody else's creation. Not that that's a bad thing to be inspired by, but when you're decorating something, surely the most important thing you need to have is imagination, the ability to explore other realms, such as the internet. Now, time for a taste test. Wow, it actually tastes not bad at all. It's just a shame I don't have anyone to share it with. I wonder if Rose would hire me as a chef if I kept practicing my cooking. Then I'd get to work in that bistro. That would be pretty great. I'd have to work hard to impress though. Guess I should probably start learning some new stuff. So, if you chose the option of being interested in a job there and also working to cooking rather than watching anime or going to sleep, then wouldn't that be a Rose kind of route? Well, maybe I'll head back to my room and check out some cooking videos. I might be able to glean some more inspiration at least. I spent some time engrossed in cooking tutorial videos, pictures of delicious dishes from around the world, and reading up about strange and exotic ingredients I've never knew existed. Before I know it, it's evening set in. Hey, I suppose I should really finish that blog about Bistro before I wrap up the day. Wrap the day up in a nice wrap. Not bubble wrap, just like a chicken and mayo wrap or something. Even though I could barely keep my eyes open, I finally managed to finish it off. Chicken salad wrap, that's what I was looking for. Wow, that took longer than expected. Anyway, I think I'll schedule this post to go live in a couple of days. Then I'll probably need to start posting more regularly. Perhaps I can learn from Iris and then I'll get a lot more followers than before. This could even be the start of something grand. Before we select Iris's favourite food, we forgot to select I'm happy to follow your dreams. Well, I guess I'll do what you want to do, Lily. I hope I don't sound too sappy. Maybe she'll just think I'm some weirdo who doesn't have a mind of her own. Really? Don't you think that's a little odd? What is wrong with me? Did I just say I'd follow the dreams of a girl just because I don't think I have my own merit? That's crazy. No wonder she thinks I'm odd. Surely you must have your own dreams and your own ambitions. You really shouldn't follow someone else's dreams just because you can't figure out your own. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe you just need to think about it a bit more. I suppose that's true. I should have just said that in the first place. Now they think I'm an idiot. Not the kind of person who orders the same food because they can't decide themselves. Anyways, I guess I better get back to work now. You keep working on that dream though, okay? Yeah, thanks Lily. I'll do that. Just hold my tongue for this. He's trying to get a rise out of me. I'll die before I give that a-hole what he wants. I'm going to act like he's not there and see who gets the last laugh. The least you could do is say hi to me, Flare. I'll remain silent and give him the fakest smile I could muster. Heh, you might, Cypress. Weirdo.
Anyway.
We're not fighting, I'm ignoring him. I suppose in my own way I'm having a mind war. Yes, Mom. Vegetable curry rice. I'll give the vegetable curry rice a go. I think I've seen snaps of it on social media and it looks good. Yeah, that's true. It's actually been attracting a few younger customers. Well, she says that like I'm not young. Not sure whether to be offended by that or not. Yeah, Iris is pretty much one who's been setting the trend for that. She's really up on her social media. Well, I'll make sure your food is out quickly. As Lily leaves, I see Iris emerging from the kitchen. Looks like Lily's mentioning something to Iris there. Hope it's nothing about me. Oh snap, Iris is coming over here. Better keep my guard up.
Hey!
Hey you! What have I done now? What's with that fish face? I'm sorry, pout. Don't hit me, please. What? What are you rambling on about? I'm not going to hit you, stupid. Oh really? So, what did Lily say to you? Well, it seems you have a good taste. After all, you ordered one of my favourite dishes. I was going to say this right now, and hopefully this is just a little bit of an improvement wise, but where the name is and the character's emotions, could that be a possibility where the emotions of the character that we see in front of us also matches the emotions of the character that we see near the name? I'm not sure, that might be a good idea. Because you see a happy character down there, but it could be an angry character up front. Well, it seems you have good taste. After all, you ordered one of my favourite dishes. I almost forgive you for whacking my menu board. Thanks, I guess. I mean, I do write a food blog, so I kind of see stuff around on social media. If it catches my eye, I give it a shot so maybe I can review it. You write a food blog? Come on. Iris scoffles at the possibility of this. It's true. Mind you, it's not that popular to be honest. Not surprised, I haven't heard of you, so you must be unpopular. Hey, I'm not that bad, I'm just not as motivated as I used to be. Still, I'm glad you have an interest in food. More than just eating it, I mean, obviously that's part of it, but the whole appreciation of food. That's what impresses me. Wow, I've managed to impress Iris? Plus 1 point to me. Don't think that means I fancy you or anything. I'm not getting those vibes. None. None of those vibes whatsoever, Iris. Just no. I'm just glad I met someone who shares my interest. Don't go getting all big-headed about it. I wouldn't dream of it, Iris.
Hey!
Iris, stop yapping and start working. Ugh, fine, I'm coming. Such a slave driver. Anyway, your food will be ready soon. Iris smiles at me and promptly swivels around on one foot, plodding off to the kitchen.
Bye.
Now that I'm left alone, I casually glance around the bistro interior. There seems to be a lot of posters and chalkboard messages like, we've seen this, seen this, midday rush, place to visit more often, here on my own, daydream with someone. Hey, here's your vegetable curry rice. Oh hey Iris, wow, it looks really good. Yeah, of course it does. It's a trending dish right now, you know. Thanks to Iris. Before I could respond, Iris sits down opposite me, wiping the sweat from her brow. She's clearly been working hard in the kitchen. Anyway, make sure to write about it in your blog. It's super popular and it really helped ramp up your views. Hey, even I might take a look. Thanks. I take a bite of the food, savoring it slowly. So I'm thinking that maybe, in some way, whoever we choose to romanticize with or go after in the game is also a turning point as to what kind of job we would end up having. For instance, with Iris, it could be that we continue on our dreams of becoming a food vlogger. But with Rose, we would quit otherwise to be more of a chef/waiter here. And then Lily is an open book. Could be anything. Just follow your dreams. It's really good, Iris. I'm not surprised it's a popular dish. Well, it wouldn't be as popular if it weren't for me, you know. My Insta Snap page pretty much keeps this place open. Iris seems very big-headed in my opinion. However, it's nice to see that she's confident about her hobby. I could give you a few pointers if you want. Pointers? About what? About your blog, of course. What else? I normally don't give out my advice for free, but since you seem kinda nice and you did order my fave dish, I'll make an exception. Whether Iris is genuinely interested in helping me or just boasting about her popularity is debatable. However, I could do with some help since I really do want to improve my blog. Maybe I should listen to her advice. Mind you, I may just be feeding her ego. I'm not sure her head would fit through the door anymore if I did that. Wow. It's always nice to listen to some advice from somebody, but I am going to be somewhat of a daredevil and say, tell her to get over herself. Iris, I know what you're doing, and you need to get over yourself. If you think I'm going to feed your ego anymore, forget it.
Hey!
What? Are you being serious right now? You've made a very powerful enemy today, bucko. Oh snap, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Offending the social media queen that is Iris was probably not the best move. You're lucky I'm at work now, because otherwise I would totally knock your block off. In fact, the only reason I'm not going to punch you out right now is because Rose will probably knock mine off. I'm sorry, Iris, I didn't mean it. Yes, you did, otherwise you wouldn't have said it. Anyway, for what it's worth, I wish you and your blog good luck, because it's gonna need it. Yeah, you might be right, Iris. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. With that, Iris storms off loudly, exhaling and dismissing me with her hand to exaggerate her distaste at my comment. I sure hope she doesn't defame me on her social media accounts. That's not going to help me at all. Well, it's not like she's going to find you anyway, bud. Let alone the fact that she has those killer ninja reflexes. Guess I'll finish my vegetable curry before it gets cold. It really is tasty. Yeah, I would have taken the advice personally, but for some odd reason I just want to see what would happen if we selected that option. Yep, the right decision was choosing the vegetable curry rice. We're just gonna lie about this one. I should probably lie and say everything's perfect. Otherwise, there's no telling what Rose would do to me if I upset her. If Iris can perform ninja moves, Rose could probably pin me to the ground in 2 seconds flat and push my face in this meal, force me to eat it, or she'd make me regret setting foot in a bistro. Perhaps that's by hyperbole. But I need to be prepared for the worst. Well, cat got your tongue? Oh, sorry, I have to say it's amazing. In fact, it's probably the best dish I've ever tasted. I don't think I'll ever eat a shrimp in another restaurant again. Rose narrows her eyes and regards me suspiciously. There's something wrong with it, isn't there? No, of course not. Damn, she's onto me. I can't keep this up. I'm a terrible liar. Well, I suppose it may be a tad too salty for my liking. Why do you just tell me in the first place? I don't like it when people lie to me. I could have just got you a new plate with less salt on it. Well, yeah. I guess I could have just told you the truth. I thought you'd be disappointed if I criticised it, though. Come on, Flair, I'm the manager of this bistro. For goodness sakes, I need to hear honest feedback, otherwise we'd never improve. If no one tells us there's a problem, we'd all be blissfully unaware of them and carry on regardless until we run out of customers. I don't know if it'd be that bad, but I'm sorry for lying. I mean, it really isn't that bad to be honest. I guess I'm prone to picking faults with food because I write a food blog. Well, no worries, I guess. Just try and be more open with me in the future. I won't bite or anything. Sure, of course, I'll remember that. Enjoy the rest of your meal then.
See you.
See you as well. Now to pick the canonical way in which I would say something. If someone was going to offer me some advice, I would take it. Well, yes, I'd love some tips. If you think you can help me, Iris, thank you. After all, she is most likely one of the most popular social media queens out there. Getting advice from the likes of Iris is probably the best I can get.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew you couldn't resist. You better hold on to your head, because this advice is going to blow your mind. Poof! Iris makes a slow motion explosion gesture with her hands above her head. She's passionate about this, so I'll give her that. Iris begins explaining to me how best to utilize hashtags, make my content non-toxic, and use location features to maximize my audience. Blah blah hashtags, blah cool features, blah this, blah that, blah blah perfect lighting, blah analytics. That sounds like what someone would describe to me if they were trying to describe the YouTube analytics, blah blah this. Half of what she's spouting really makes little sense, for I'm impressed of how much she knows. So I guess that's pretty much all I can tell you, for free at least. Iris winks at me playfully. Well, thank you for your insight, Iris. I can tell you pour your heart and soul into this pursuit of yours. Damn right I do, you know. If your blog gets super popular, I might even consider for goodness sakes, Iris, you just have to put that last little bit of a sentence in. I might even consider following you. And if you're really lucky, I'll even promote it on my own page. I appreciate the offer, Iris. You know, I bet a high-end blue-chip tech company would snap someone like you up. Personally, I think you're wasted here as a waitress. I appreciate the comment, babe, but you better not let Rose hear you say that. Mind you, I do hope someone realizes my true potential someday soon. I'd really love to work for that up-and-coming software company down the street. Oh, you mean Kittysoft Media? Yeah, they're pretty hot right now. Why is it about cats?
Yeah.
I know. Maybe one day I'll march in and demand they give me a job. I'm not entirely sure how that would go, but I sure admire her gusto. Good luck, Iris. You'll do well, I'm sure. Thankies. Well, enjoy your food. If you need anything else, just holler, okay? Definitely. Thanks again. With that, Iris gets up and returns to the kitchen with a spring in her step.
Bye.
This time with a smile rather than a gobsmacked look. Would hate to be on her bad side, especially with those quick reflexes she has. And just imagine if her social media following started chasing me down. I have no chance. Time to finish eating. Stay quiet.
Hello?
I figured you weren't. Don't tell me you just woke up. It's almost 2:30. You didn't spend all night playing video games or watching those cartoons of yours, did you? It's called anime. There's a big difference. This is exactly what I was scared of. Now, I was actually working on my website last night. Again with those food pictures. I thought you were trying to find a real job. I am. Don't worry about me, Mum. Yep, pay you a visit. Okay, folks, that is going to be it for the demo of Bistro Days. Sorry if I keep mispronouncing the name of the game itself. I don't mean to. But we can see where the game differs in between the characters, like picking a particular food from the menu that selects one of the three characters to kind of gain points within the game's system, as it were. Not sure how visual novels exactly work, but it's either like a point system or a friendship system or an affection system, which goes on throughout the game. Now then, let's just see what we have here. Okay, so we can select different fonts in the game, but there's no kind of preview of the fonts themselves before you go back into the game. And in part 1, there wasn't a voice volume option, because I had an earlier version of the game which didn't have voices in them. So I'm kind of glad that they put a partial voicing into it, but I'm not sure how much voicing the developers are planning to put into the game in order to fully fluff it out, because to me personally, I find partial voice acting just a little bit off-putting, either none or full. But I can see also why people would go partial, because they want some kind of not visualness, but some audio from the characters rather than just text on the screen. So that's all good and fun. That applies towards all visual novels as well, as that your options are really infinite, but it's just how you put the pieces together which really fleshes out the game. And I really like this game. It's a really nice, quirky, casual experience, which also is a slice of life in itself. There's no kind of fantasy-based scenarios. It's all down on earth sort of thing. So I really hope that you all guys, every single one of you have enjoyed watching this video. Sorry for my many mispronunciations and stuff that comes with having verbal dyspraxia. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been the demo to Bistro Days. Keep mispronouncing that, I do apologise. And we shall see each other's in the full game with these 3 characters. And other characters as well, like Mom, like the brother, not the brother, not the mom. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and take care of yourselves.